Hello and welcome back to the Marvelous Snapper, where we have the biggest sunspot energy. We aim to make portrait-style video for free-to-play players of Marvel Snap, but everyone is welcome here. So, today we're starting off in an unexpected way. We have broken down and we've gotten a Discord account because we want to keep up to date with the latest goss. Anyway, so we're in the Discord app and we're looking at the latest updates in the game update section. Firstly, we noticed that the new season is now out, the Spider-Verses, and we'll let all the other YouTubers demonstrate how good the newest card can be, because I do not have access to the season pass, or I do not wish to have access to it as a free-to-play player. And then we can try it out in maybe half a year or something. Okay. Secondly, they had this huge issue with getting the rank reset. Essentially, there were some players who were above a rank 105. Actually, we'll show you this down here. If you were above rank 105, their rank was not dropped correctly at the season rollover. So, essentially, you had players who, let's say, were above rank 130, I would assume, and then you dropped 30 ranks. That's the way it worked. And then you just maintained whatever rank you were. So if you finished the season and you were rank 150, you would have started the season at rank 120, meaning you were pretty much already infinite. You just needed to play 10 games to get all the rewards. And for me, that feels like that's the whole point to play Marvel Snap, to get to infinite. Like, that's half the fun, right? Getting to infinite. What I found was I personally didn't get this benefit because I think I finished the season at like 101 or something. I was playing a lot of terrible decks, trying to find out something interesting and having a lot of fun. But I was goofing around and I think I was not at 105. Regardless, I dropped down to rank 73, which I think for me worked as intended. But they probably just missed a line of code somewhere where they didn't consider players who were above the infinite rank when they were trying to update the way that they get the new rank for the players. So ideally, I think you would assume if you were rank like 105 or whatever and below, you would deduct 30 ranks from the last rank, round down to the closest integer divisible by 5 and add 3 bonus ranks. And if, of course, if you're ranked too high, then you would get lumped in with those players at the maximum rank of like 100 or 105 or whatever it happens to be. Anyways, I think that is pretty bad because it defeats the purpose of playing the game for a lot of players. Like, I assume there's a bunch of players who just play to rank up to infinite and then they just leave the game. They just do their dailies, etc. At least we've got the conquest mode that's coming out, so that should give people some interesting content to play with and to create and stuff like that. I assume a lot of content creators would already be at rank infinite by now. And then lastly, we want to talk about the cards dropping down series, and I think most people have been pretty disappointed with this particular patch. We've got Snow Guard dropping down from 5 to 4 instead of 5 to 3 as people were anticipating, and we've got Stegron dropping from 5 to 4, and I called it. Shauna's dropping down to Series 3 as we predicted, but she's the only card dropping down into Series 3, which is very frustrating because they become less accessible to players. There's no way for players to really pin other cards and spend 1,000 collector tokens on them. I mean, a lot of people won't even be happy to spend 1,000 collector tokens on Shauna. Look, we've just got more downvotes coming. And then we've got some new cards. As Nebula's getting into Series 5. So I would be looking at Nebula to add to my collection at some point when she's not Series 5 anymore, when she's in a bit of a lower collection token cost. Maybe 1,000, I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, as sort of a silent protest from my point of view, I will be trying not to spend collector tokens on things that I feel I can just wait for. And even if it means I'm waiting a bit longer, that's perfectly okay. Especially as a free-to-play player, man, your resources are really limited. And the collector tokens aren't coming very quick. Like, if I could go back, I probably wouldn't have spent on MODOK. Because I actually hardly play with him. But maybe that will change when I get Wong and I can play the collector discard deck. Anyways, let's get back into the game. Why is that so loud? Anyways, so we managed to rank up. So I started at 73. We finally hit 83 last night, and it felt like this is actually concerningly loud. Felt like we were playing a lot of bots, which was very concerning to me. Like, I would say like 70 to 80% of my games were against bots. Let's see if we can demonstrate that. I haven't even modified my deck one little bit. Whoopsies. I'm just going to blow my nose, so let's see if I can mute this for a second. That's not it. I'll be right back, just to blow my nose. Alright. Okay. Like, I don't know if this is a bot or not. Feels very botty though. Maybe because all the infinite players are already infinite, you know what I'm talking about? So then it ruins the games for those infinite players, it ruins the game for people who need to struggle a little bit, like myself, to get to infinite. They probably have a Killmonger, right? But I don't think we care too much because we've got the Ultron. Okay, that was an alright move, but Tempo Carnage on the right seems bad.
Opponent snapped.
So if we snap on turn 8, not turn 8, turn 6. I actually don't think we win this one. Yeah. We always get hobgoblined. Okay. So those ones we retreat. So yeah, that's also the thing. Like, they like to play this. I've seen this deck a few times now. I haven't actually seen any bot splits, so I can't confirm for 100% that they are bots. But they definitely do feel pretty body. especially with those players with Hobgoblin or Professor X. Sometimes Green Goblin as well, but mostly Hobgoblin and Professor X. I'm starting to think bot vibes. I'm thinking if they play Angela as the fourth card in a lane, if they play Carnage as an opener. This is an ongoing destroyer deck. I don't have Ultron, so I'm just gonna play a thing.
It's clobbering time!
Oh, that's bad.
I am Iron Man.
Don't die.
Opponent snapped!
26. Oh, Cosmo. That's fine. And Symbiote's pretty good for us. This is not a bot sounding name. Craven. Mmm. I think we move our rock there. Kaiser. We'll see. Well, that's low power. That's actually good for us. Woo! Alara saving the day, baby.
Victory.
Okay, so this seemed like a real player, right? I played one move card? What? Play down our one drop just in case we don't draw Ultron. It also gives us gives our opponent some information. Doesn't feel like Galactus though, because they would have played into the Monster Island. Is it a destroy deck? I think it's a destroy bot. I feel like there's a Killmonger coming, so I won't play that. We should try not to have priority, but I'm not sure there's a way to do that. If they Killmonger, I'll be winning in the left. In the right. And they could Shang-Chi us on the left.
Victory.
Okay, no Killmonger. I haven't been able to demonstrate the bots. Sorry, I'll be right back. I want to turn on the heater so bad, but it ruins the recording, so... yeah. Zippy. Oh, okay, this looks like a real human. This is discard. This is as good as time as ever to play the Patriot. If they have Enchantress, we're kind of screwed. Okay, Apocalypse is 12 power. Mystique. That was not Mystique. I should have played the Thing. I think the Thing would have been good. If they have Enchantress, we just die.
Wind, aid my hand.
Storm. Sure.
It's clobbering time!
That means they can't play the Apocalypse. And they probably have America Chavez. What could they possibly have? Swarm and Wolverine. Oh, that's still pretty good, hey. Talk about overcommitment to a lane.
Victory!
Cool. Anyways, we're just gonna continue grinding. I don't anticipate it'll be more than 2 days before I get to Infinite, which is good because it'll give us time to prepare for Conquest mode, which honestly I feel like is kind of a slog, the way that it's set up. And yeah, it's just the fear of missing out on those rewards that are making me play. Like, I don't want to be forced to play so many games in a day. That's a very bad location for us. That's also terrible for us. It's a retreat angle if I ever seen one.
Escaped!
Oh, speaking of which, I did unlock Leader. And that's really exciting because oh yeah, we also unlocked a Pixel Rogue. And the last one was Quinjet, so we spoke about that one. So we could potentially build a Sandman deck, which is, I think, quite interesting, or at least a wave on turn 5 kind of deck. which is interesting. I was listening to a podcast that was featuring Molt, the Move Master himself. I don't remember which one it was, but he brought up a good point. Wave potentially could be interesting in a move deck because, as opposed to other decks that would be restricted to playing one card on turn 6, move decks potentially could play a card on turn 6. Playing like Wave and Cloak on turn 5, and then get a bunch of value by moving cards around on turn 6. So I think that Move and Wave could potentially really go well together, and I think that's an idea from Molt himself.